guys had a lot of energy facing off against South Dakota with 18 three-pointers. What motivated you guys to have so much energy? How do you think you can bring that to the game on Wednesday? Same amount of energy.
Well, we were kind of frustrated with the way we played in the previous game, so we wanted to come back and make sure we had some momentum going into conference play. It's just really just being enthused to play and just enjoying each other and playing with each other, and then all that stuff will take care of itself.
We're excited to start conference play. We're pleased with the fact we've gotten better from start to finish, but like we talked about before the season, a lot of good teams in this league, and I don't think we can take a look at performance necessarily of everybody. I think everyone's going to play even better than they played in the non-conference. There certainly were some disappointing losses for all of us, but it's conference play and everyone's 0-0.
What record do you think wins the league?
Wow, it's a good question.
Follow up.
Yeah. I think it'll be very competitive. I think you better protect your home turf and better do well on the road if you're going to have a chance to win this conference. It's a very difficult league to win on the road, hard enough to win at home. And so, but we're excited to be starting conference play on Wednesday. And like I said, I think the thing I like the best is we made great progress from the start of non-conference to where we are now.
I think maybe us and San Diego State probably get the best hit from everybody, but that just comes from tradition, though. So we definitely we gotta live up to it.
I definitely think that we've put ourselves in a good position to be, kind of seen in a favorable light. So we feel like all the teams are really good because conference time is just a different type of basketball. Anybody can be beaten on any given night, so we're not comfortable in that.
And when you're UNLV, you get everyone's best shot, and so it doesn't matter what a team's record is. We're going to get their best shot. And we need to be very mindful of that. The other thing too is I believe that the teams in our league are better than maybe their records indicate. And I think that you're going to see teams pick up their games and play even better than they played non-conference. And I just think that's the nature of conference play. We know how difficult it is, what a challenge it is for our guys. I'm glad we have as many returning guys as we have who understand the challenge of playing in conference play because it's an absolute battle every night.
It's just the meat of the schedule. It's where you want to play your best basketball. You don't want to peak too early. You just want to get out there. And for conference play, you want to play really well.
It's the most important time of the year because this can make and break your season. Conference season is where you get to determine where you finish up the season. So we have to make sure we're on top of everything, and then we apply what we learned in the non-conference about ourselves.
You're gonna get everybody's best scout. You're gonna get everybody's best protection of the ball, everything. So you just got to be real ready and come to play every night.
It was really good to get some momentum coming into conference with the win against South Dakota, and especially the way we played because that's the way we want to play this year. So if we're able to keep that going, then we should be successful.
Well, if we go by last game, you would think we're at the highest peak, but I think we're still just getting better, and I think we got a long way to go, but I think we're right where we need to be.
He will practice today. It's the first time he's practiced with the team since the Arizona game. He's been limited in terms of what he's done, gotten a lot of rehab, and so we'll see how that goes. So it's a day-to-day situation. He's definitely gotten better. The swelling's gone down, but he's obviously very important to our team. We need to have him or Ben Carter on the floor. It just helps our offense in terms of facilitating through the post when we have one of those guys on the floor.
Definitely rebounding. We got to make sure we limit teams to one shot per possession. And also, we play better when we share the ball with each other. In games where we had high assists, we've usually won. So, yeah, just playing together and rebounding, really.
It's a huge component to who wins the basketball game. I think the first thing you think about when you talk about Fresno is they're tough. I mean, Coach Terry's teams are always tough. That's been a trademark of his group. They're also extremely experienced, 351 teams in the country, and they're 15th in experience, so they bring a lot of guys back. But then the rebounding aspect, they're 60th in the country in offensive rebounding percentage. And when we haven't played our best, it's been because we haven't done a good job on the defensive board. So that's a huge key to this game. We've got to make sure not just our big guys, our guards have got to get in there and rebound the basketball. Huge key if we're going to have a chance to win the game.
We've been fortunate to hit some shots in some games, but I mean, we want to make sure we have a balanced attack and it's not just a barrage of three-pointers because, like you said, you can live and die by the three.
Daquan's made great progress. Obviously, he had a pretty significant suspension, and so we'll make that decision here in the next 24 hours in conjunction with administration, but he made great progress academically. He's on schedule to graduate at the end of the year. He's practiced with us and he's done a good job, and so we certainly foresee that that will happen, but it hasn't officially happened yet.